Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Ullman Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Pirates will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Tulane's offense will take the first swing of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Here comes the option. The pitch. Finds a little space. He's loose down the left side. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Green Wave. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So East Carolina's offense will get the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Catch in the middle, it's Ellington. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Green Wave. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Ellington. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Nicholson. Caught behind the line. It's Ellington. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Pirates now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Ellington. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. They'll send the back in motion. Just keep slinging it. It's in. Complete. Lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. The Pirates line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now Wright breaks into the open. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Green Wave hoping that huge run puts momentum on their side. It's complete on the right side. Spins away from one. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Now on first and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. On the option, he'll toss it. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They believe in their running game on third and goal here. Touchdown, Tulane! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Nicholson. Just a short pass to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. And the Pirates will send out the punt unit. A high kick trying to pin them deep. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over.
Turning it on! Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Greenway. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Nicholson. And they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quickly to the tight end. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Bulldozes his way through. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Pirates are moving quickly down the field. Gonna run it. It's Van Dyke. There he goes. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Pirates have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's Ellington. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This could turn out to be a huge penalty. thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Handoff to the single back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quick completion to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. 3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Looking to throw, it's Nicholson. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Pocket breaking down. And a sack all the way back at the 5. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the 1st down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Brought down at the 13-yard line.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you?
Just about set to get this second half underway.
Set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Red pass, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen and pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On the run, it's Lane. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense. Well, they needed 2 yards to get that 1st down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
And the Pirates are on the move. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
He's brought down.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
2nd down coming up.
Back to pass, it's Nicholson. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job, man. You've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he grabs it at the 15. Touchdown, ECU. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with us send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over USC. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that? Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Takes a handoff. It's late. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Nicholson. Fires to the big fella. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He's looking deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game, time and time again.
Going over the top. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Got enough space. Touchdown, Green Wave. Great job by the back on the option.
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run in the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Pulls it in. It's Ellington. Turning it on. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the ground with the back. Finding an escape route. Smashes through the tackle. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Nicholson. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Out of the backfield, he's open. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's put in danger, and it's picked off.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Fires to the big fella.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tulane. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Dropping back, it's Nicholson. Finds his target down the middle.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Finds his tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. Bringing the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Pirates didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense has it, they're on the move. Racing to the right. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Green Wave. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Rushes on him. Extending the play. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The Pirates with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quick release on the RPO. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll run it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. And the Pirates can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a man. It's Nicholson. Makes the grab. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask